Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to this session today on job searching online. Really excited about this session, yeah, because today we're going to be walking you through tips and best practices on how to search for jobs online, and of course, land that dream job of yours. So, my name is Anthony, and I'm a lead coach at Upscale Digital. We are Grow with Google delivery partners right here in Sub-Saharan Africa, and I'm super excited to be here today. And I'm not just here alone today. I also have my colleague by the live chat. Her name is Emma, and she's right here on the live chat to help out with your questions, whatever concerns you have. Please feel free to go right there on the chat and engage with Emma. Just head over to the live chat now and please give Emma a warm. Yeah, just go on and say hi to Emma. She's already on the chat and welcoming everyone. And I'm saying hi as well. So you head over to the live chat and just introduce yourself. Emma is right there to connect with you and help you through this session as we progress because I'm going to be here teaching. Emma is going to be there right on chat to help you. If you have any questions along the line, if you have any concerns, please feel free to drop them right there on chat and Emma will do a great job interacting with you and helping out. Today, we are right here to help. Talking about job searching online, we are right here to help. I'll tell you, this isn't it's not a classroom. It's not like we're going to be marking good or wrong. So along the line, I'm going to be having questions. Yeah, some questions I would say, but I'm not looking out for the right answers. I'm just looking out for contributions. Let's keep this engaging. Let's hear from you. So I'm really looking out for those contributions. And whenever there's a question, not looking out for the right. I do not have a pen here. These are my hands. I do not have a pen. Emma on the chat doesn't have a pen. I mean, we're just here to help today. So no wrong answers. We just have contributions. I'll choose to call them contributions today. So no wrong answers, just contributions. And if you're just joining, please, it's all about job searching online. And I would really appreciate if you could just head over to the live chat and introduce yourself. Emma is already saying hi to everyone. So head over to the live chat, please. Tell us your name, where you're joining from. It's winter season all across South Africa, and it's really chilled. Yeah. So you tell us what's the weather situation where you're joining from. You have a cup of tea or coffee by your side. How you keep you warm? Just head over to the live chat and introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're joining from, and what you hope to gain from today's session. And then you could go on to tell us how the weather is where you're joining from. I think checking this morning in Limpopo, it's about 9 degrees Celsius. Really cold, I would say. So just going to dive in and introduce the agenda. But before we do that, today's session is delivered right in partnership with the University of Venda. That's Univen. So the University of Venda, it's a public institution based in Tohoyandu in the Limpopo province. And this is a rural-based university, but through their ICT initiative, they do aspire to be the leading university in bringing cutting-edge technologies. So the university's ICT department is very eager to bring technology-based projects that will drive the institution towards a strategic objective of being an entrepreneurial university. So the university also aspires to partner with institutions, organizations, and individuals also, all who have or who share same vision with what they are trying to achieve and also have the interest of the youths and also the country South Africa has had. So the university is doing a whole lot when it comes to positioning itself as an entrepreneurial university and also helping students with cutting-edge technology. Part of what we are doing here today, and we're really excited to be partnering with the University of Venda, Univen, to bring this interesting topic today to you. We had one 2 days ago where we talked about building your brand and applying for jobs online. We walked you through how you can build your own personal brand. And then, recruiters will put you or you apply for jobs yourself and you stand a great chance doing that. To walk you through creating a CV, creating a cover letter, effective CVs and effective cover letters. So today it's all about job searching online. This is a series brought to you by the University of Venda, which is a public institution based in Tohoyandu in the Limpopo province. And we're super excited to be partnering with the school today on this. Still have a session coming up on Monday the 26th where I'll be walking you through navigating the world of work. How do you mean? It's really broad. So how do you navigate? Go here, navigate effectively, and just grow in that career you do want to find yourself in. So excited to be doing this with the University of Venda. Let me just go on ahead right now and introduce the agenda for today. But please, if you're just joining, If you're just joining, I see Alu, you're very much welcome. Wherever you're joining from, please head over to the live chat. Say hi to Emma. Feel free to ask questions. She's very, very helpful and has very vast knowledge when it comes to this topic today. So feel free to engage with her on the chat, ask questions, and we're just here to help today. No wrong answers. We just have contributions. So let's get going while I introduce the agenda for today. We have 3 sections today, and we're going to be here for 45 minutes to 1 hour. So we're not here to take the whole of the day, 2-3 hours. No, we're just going to be here for maximum of an hour. Maximum, not going to exceed that hour. So we have 3 sections on the agenda today, and we're starting with using search engines to find jobs. When you help search engines, I would ask you, what comes to mind? Very popular one, Google, right? Yeah. So how do you use these search engines to find jobs? We're going to walk you through that. And this is Google now coming in to teach you how you can use search engines to find jobs. Isn't it interesting? Super interesting, I would say. Then we'll move on to the second section, which is utilizing job search platforms effectively. How can you effectively utilize available job search platforms? We'll be sharing some with you. And we would also love to hear from you the platforms you've been using. And this is an interactive session. We'd love to hear from you as well. If there's something we're not covering on the slide or the deck that's been working for you, feel free to share with us. We are all here to learn and make the most of this experience. So after learning and walking you through utilizing job search platforms effectively, we'll then move on to the last section for today, which is understanding job posts. It's very important you understand. You learn to understand job posts. It's not every role you find online or you do find on a job search platform that you might be an ideal fit for. So it's very good to understand job posts, see if yes, you're an ideal fit for this job. And then by applying, you stand a great chance of at least having a foot in the door. So we'll be walking you through that in the last section for today. So we have a whole lot lined up, from using search engines to find jobs to utilizing job search platforms effectively, understanding job posts. It's a whole lot. And in between, at the end of each of these sections, I'll be taking a pause to look at the questions you have for me. So a huge part of learning is asking questions. A huge part of learning is asking questions. So feel free to ask questions. I would even say no odd questions today. So far you're asking something related to what we are offering today. We are right here to help. So I see Desmond, you're very welcome. I see Tokwane, you're very welcome. Bettina, you all are very welcome. And let's keep this energy going right there on the chat. It's freezing. Yeah, Bettina is from Eastern Cape. It's freezing on that side. Woo, really cold. Really cold. Also in Limpopo, I mean, it's winter season right now, and it's really cold across most provinces or areas in SA. So, Bettina, please keep warm, and yeah, you could have a cup of coffee by the side, hot one, please, or tea. Let's just proceed and help you through this topic today. But I'm really glad you all were able to join this session, and we can assure you that you'd get value from what we're about to share with you today. Speaking about questions, I do have one right here in front of me for you. So, but please remember, there are no wrong answers. This is interesting because it's not a classroom. I'm not a professor. Emma is not a professor. I would even say I'm not a teacher at this point. I'm just Tony. And Emma on the chat is just Emma. So we are friends, right? Let's talk about this. So what role do you want to have in 5 years' time? What's that role you want to have in 5 years' time? It's always good to have a goal and plan. Even right from, I'll be honest with you, right from my university days, I had it in mind that this is what I want to do. This is how I want to work. I'll be honest with you, I initially already envisioned remote work. Okay, I would love to do this, love to work remotely at some point. And I just had that goal and vision in mind. So I would ask you all are in university, or if you're not in university and you're joining, what role do you want to have in 5 years' time? What role? What's that one role? Do you want to be a project manager? Do you want to be a CEO of a fintech? Or yes, a fintech would go on to be a unicorn and all. What's that role you want? Do you want to be the chief financial officer? Do you want to be a medical doctor, the CMO in a renowned hospital? What's that one role you want to have in 5 years' time? It's always good to have that in mind. I mean, it's going to be guiding you. We talk about vision boards and a whole lot of things these days. It's always good to have it in mind that this is where I'm heading to. So what's that one role you want to? Moffat is saying she wants to be a lecturer. So super interesting. Lecturer, that's a very good one. And Moffat, hello, you are helping us to find jobs through online and this. So What's that one role you want to find when you, in 5 years' time? We'd also hear that. Mofrat, great one on being a lecturer. So using search engines to find job. Let's dive right into what we have for today. How can you use search engines to find job? And I have a question on the chat. We're right here. We're just introducing this. So we're right here to help you make the most of this session, to help you, walking you through how you can find jobs online. So we're just introducing and we're diving in right now to how you can use search engines to find job. Another question right here, it's really going to be engaging, I would say. So how do you currently find or hear about jobs? How do you currently find or hear about jobs? If there are none, you could tell me none. If there's any platform you've been using, searching for jobs, or one very popular platform, you could head over to the chat and share with Emma. So you head over to the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Is there any way you currently hear or find about jobs? If there's none, you could say, yes, I'm still just searching, and I would love to hear more about that. So, which is what we're about to do here today. And just so we're clear, 20% of the world's workforce change jobs each year, and over half use the internet to look for employment. 20% of the world's workforce change jobs each year, and over half of them are using the internet to look for jobs. So people are not just, sticking to a particular job, they are also changing jobs. So even while you get employed, of course, you might want to change jobs. So how do you go about, searching and finding that ideal job which it is that you're looking for? Also, here's another interesting stat. 60% of people use job websites and career portals to find career opportunities. 60% of people use job websites and career portals to find career opportunities. More and more people are turning online to find jobs, find more career opportunities, or just find new opportunities. So more people, 60% of people use job websites and career portals to find career opportunities. And there's a new way. I would say this is super interesting. So when it comes to discovering jobs with search engine, I don't know if any of you have tried the Google app, the Google Go, or the Google Chrome to search for jobs. Maybe something like teaching jobs near me, lecturing jobs near me. That's really generic, but I'm still going to share some tips when it comes to structuring your search query when you're searching for jobs. So anyone heard of the Google Go app or use this to find job? There's a new interface for this. If you've never tried this, it's not going to look like your normal search result. Of course, this is a very, very interesting feature. You search, you can find opportunities or ways where you can filter the job to different categories by different employees, by location. You can also save job listings, and you can also turn on alerts to receive new updates whenever there's a new opening in this particular field. Maybe I'm searching for a maths teacher job in Limpopo. Whenever there's a new opening on that, Google is going to send me an alert. And Google is working with verified job partners on this. So every job you're seeing here, it's coming from a partner, which Google is actually an organization, a job search platform Google is actually partnering with. So with this, on this app, the Google Go app, the Google Chrome, you can explore job listings, customize job searches, and save these listings, of course, and also turn on alerts. This is super, super key. And a lot of people do not know about this. And you all could go ahead right now and try it. Search for maybe lecturing jobs near me, and all. You'll see the interfaces very, very different from what you have. So that's the job platform Google has right there. And these are some of the benefits when it comes to using search engines. You can find thousands of job adverts with just the click of a button. So you click this at the end, you search, access a wealth of information, of course, learn more. And you'd also want to let a search engine do the hard work for you. It's not an easy job looking for a job. It's not an easy job. Initially, back in the days, we would always rely on newspapers and magazines and all, searching, or even word of mouth, relying on that to find jobs. But search engine is taking that load off us now. And you just let the search engine do the hard work for you. But you would want to learn how to structure that search query of yours. So you want to help the search engine to help you, show you what's actually suited for you or what you're actually searching for. When it comes to searching, there are key phrases to use when we are searching for a job online. There are key phrases to use. How you structure your search really does matter. Imagine heading over to the university's library and you're a medical student. You are looking for this medical book related to the research you're conducting. So you head over and you're heading to all shelves in the library. From this. You're not even heading to the section about science where you can even find medical books. You just head into the library and you go into this shelf, from this shelf to another shelf. That's the way it is when you do not properly structure your search query. That's exactly how it is. So you want to help Google to help you. So these are some of the key phrases you should use when you're searching for a job on a search engine. If you're going to be using Google to search, make sure you structure your search in this way. So can actually bring up this job search platform Google has and also show you what exactly you are looking for. First, you'd want to include your location. You'd want to include the job title. You would also want to include the industry or the sector. And you'd also want to introduce the job role and the task. So starting with location, job title, make sure that industry is included there, and the job role and task. Imagine I mentioned this earlier, searching for teaching jobs or lecturing jobs in Limpopo, lecturing jobs in Cape Town. That's too generic. What's lecturing? What's your field? I mean, what school? Is this in a public university? Is it in a private institution? What school? What sector? What's that job title? What department do you want to lecture in? So you cannot just go in and search for lecturing jobs. I mean, it's too generic. So always go to structure by location, job title, industry or sector, then the job role and task. So it could be something as simple as maths teaching job in a public secondary school or in a public high school in Limpopo. That's it right there. You have the location. Or maybe maths teaching. We're seeing a trend in near me searches. Because even the Google Go app, they work with proximity. So you could say something like a physics teacher, a physics teaching job in a private institution, in a private high school near me. So that way Google knows exactly what you're searching for and will bring out the relevant listings, because there are lots of listings available already, but people are not really exploring this. So from today, whenever you're searching for jobs online, make sure this is Google, telling you about this. So make sure you structure your search in this way: location, job title, industry or sector. Make sure every of this is included in that keyword you're going to be using to search. So I'm going to take a quick pause right now to see if there are any questions for you, any questions for myself. Sorry about that. So are there any questions you would want me to look at right now? I'm just going to be checking in with you all to see if there are any questions for myself. I think someone is asking, Moffat is asking if Google does verify the authenticity of those jobs. Yes, Google is working with these partners and making sure that, these are partners. So, Google has done some checks already. So, but we're also going to be teaching you how you can actually identify if a job listing is legitimate or not. We'll be doing that very, very soon. But Google, these are partners. Google is not just going in and picking, especially on the job platform I just talked about. Google is not just going in and picking any form of job and bringing it. Like it could be a partner like Jobberman, and Google is working with them or has this partnership. Jobberman also, it's a renowned job search platform. So Google is working with renowned job search platforms, and it's form of a partnership. So it's kind of verified, but you yourself also need to do your own check, which is what we'll be talking about as we proceed. So thank you so much for that question, Moffat. Please, if you have more questions, please keep them coming. And I hope that answers your question, Moffat. If you have more questions, we're right here to help today. So keep them coming, please and please. So moving on to utilizing job search platforms effectively. How do you utilize some of the available job search platforms effectively? Not just going and saying, I'm using LinkedIn, I'm using this. Are you actually making the most of LinkedIn? Are you making the most of that job search platforms? Let's walk you through that. But before we dive in, I have a question right here. Which one are you currently using? What job platforms? I see people already mentioning LinkedIn. If you're using LinkedIn a whole lot and maybe you need some tips, head over to the live chat and do let me know. Looking out for that. So what job platforms are you currently using? And I want to believe every one of you here do have a LinkedIn platform. And if you do not, it's going to be ideal for you to create one as soon as possible. So do not wait till you're done with school or till you have experience that you can actually add to your LinkedIn profile. Nope, now is the best time. So what platforms have you been using or are you currently using when it comes to job searching? Engage, drop those on the charts, looking out for that. But I'm going to share some, not just limited. We're asking these questions because it's not just limited to all this. Someone might know something different, which is very effective and could just pop that in on the chat. It's so great when we come together this way to learn and help each other grow. So let's try as much as possible to make the most of this experience. So job search platforms we are going to be sharing with you right now, starting with Jobberman. I don't know if anyone is familiar with Jobberman. We have Jobs in Ghana. We also have LinkedIn. We have more with the sharing. So when it comes to Jobberman, you can search and find your next career path from leading recruiters and employers. And you could also get career advice. They also host different workshops and invite different industry experts. So Jobberman is really, really a great platform to get on with. And we have Jobs in Ghana. That's if you're joining us from Ghana and West Africa, one of the leading recruitment websites in Ghana is actually Jobs in Ghana. So what it does is that it matches job seekers with jobs that employers with, and it matches job seekers with jobs and employers. So it's you are a job seeker right there, matches you with an employer who is already looking to employ someone who's actually like you. So these employers are looking out for qualified candidate, and this Jobs in Ghana just does what? Brings the employer. Oof, and that's the match right there. And I mean, it's happening, and you could land that job of yours. So LinkedIn is also there. So LinkedIn is a powerhouse, I'll tell you. LinkedIn connects the world's professionals, so you can search and apply for jobs which are relevant to your skills. One thing about LinkedIn is that a whole lot of people have been just using LinkedIn like, it's just one of those platforms where I just create an account and I leave it and not being very active. I'll tell you something today. There's even something called a LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Or when you're using LinkedIn Premium, as a recruiter might filter the search to people who have been active for the past 30 days, people who have been active for the past 2 months, and you are not even active on LinkedIn. Because some recruiters might do this because, what chance do they have? They are not very sure that if they send you a message, that you would reply. So most while actually structuring, filtering their search, they'll limit it to those who have been active for the past 30 days or so. And true, you guys could actually as well Google this. This is done through LinkedIn Premium. Don't know if anyone has used LinkedIn Premium right here, but you have the opportunity to filter. And these are some of the filtering options they use, limiting it to people who have been active for the past 30 days. And then you have a LinkedIn account and you've not even visited the account for the past 3 months. You do not even comment. You're not active. And also, I mentioned this in the last class for those who were not here 2 days ago on Wednesday. When it comes to LinkedIn, or even when it comes to CVs, always make sure you are actually listing an achievement. So it's not about coming to tell us you are a sales intern or you interned at this company. What did you actually achieve? So effective CVs or effective job profiles do not just list roles, they list achievements. On LinkedIn, I would say personally, I do not go on LinkedIn to say I'm searching for a job, but recruiters would always come in and poach. Hey, we need this. Hey, can you do this? So if you have a very, very well-crafted professional profile on LinkedIn, you sit right there, try as much as possible to be active, and the jobs will be coming to you. And you could also turn on alerts. You search for this job. Remember, I've taught you how to structure your search when it comes to searching, even if it's on LinkedIn or on Google. Try as much as possible to structure your search in that way. When you do that, you find some opportunities. You could turn on alert for that, and then you're getting daily alerts. So you do not have to come back to LinkedIn every day. Maybe you're very busy. You visit maybe after just every other day or every other week. So it depends on you, but you might want to turn on that alert to be getting job alerts, or when there are new opportunities related to what you actually want. Actually saying a whole lot here about LinkedIn because it's a very, very great platform. And I'm telling you this firsthand from someone who has seen the power when it comes to LinkedIn and also Google as well. So take this from someone who has actually had something to get from LinkedIn. And I'll tell you, it's all about patience. I've had sessions on this particular presentation where people will tell you, I've been on LinkedIn and no job. So you do not, it's not that way. So it's an ongoing process. So be very, very patient with the platform. And maybe later you could come back to us with your success stories. Of course, we'd love to hear that. So more job search platforms. We have Fuzu, which is in East Africa. We have CareerJet. We have Indeed also, which I would say is indeed amazing. So Indeed is a worldwide job platform, and it has over 250 million unique visitors every month. Lots of people are using this. CareerJet is also right there. Fuzu, very popular in East Africa. If you're joining from East Africa, or you're schooling at the University of Venda and you're from East Africa, heading back to maybe Kenya after schooling, this is a job platform, a job search platform you could also leverage. Fuzu, CareerJet, and Indeed, which is indeed amazing. So getting started with some of these job search platforms, you'd want to create a job seeker account first. You would want to create a job seeker account, and you would want to start by selecting your preferred job search platforms. Let's say I'm in West Africa. I'm not sure I would go on and use Fuzu because it's domiciled in East Africa, except maybe I'm looking for remote opportunities right there in East Africa. So it starts by you selecting that preferred job search platform of yours. sign up or create an account, and then you start applying for jobs. Also, you would have to include your CV. And remember this key tip I shared. If this is one thing you're taking out from this session, it's a huge plus for you. Effective CVs, effective career profiles, effective professional profiles do not just list roles. I did this, I was that, I did this was my role. Doesn't just list roles. You would have to list achievements as well, because recruiters are looking out for that a whole lot. And it mustn't be, I'll go back to say this, it mustn't be something you've actually achieved in a corporate setting. Being in school, you could have worked as a DOS, or you've worked as you have a team of 5 people where you read together. And I mean, that's going on to show that that's not a role per se, it's a skill or a strength, I would say. So yeah, talking about you being a team player, how do I know that as a recruiter you're a team player? You can then link it back to while you were in school, you had a team of 5 people, 5 friends, and you all did read every day. You had you were checking on each other, you worked as a team, helped each other out, and at the end of the day, you graduated with XYZ GPA, and every one of you excelled in flying colors. So that way, I mean, the recruiter, you've already explained to the recruiter that yes, you've actually applied this. You're not just saying that you're a team player. Everything you're actually going to be saying on your profile, job profile, make sure you have something to back it up with. Do not just say, I'm a team player. Yeah, I'm very committed. No, doesn't work that way. Always back it up with something you've actually done. So creating a job seeker account is very, very easy. You sign up, you add your personal information, of course, that experience, and remember, I keep saying this, while you're adding your experience, always make sure you add what you achieved in that role. And then you create your profile and you start applying for the job. And you would also want to get notified about new and relevant opportunities. So it's not about going back to that platform every day. Let's say it's CareerJet and you're looking for opportunities across the world. And would you have time going over CareerJet every day searching for this? You could want to turn on notifications so you get notified about similar posts. That way it's easy for you. Every day you get that mail, or maybe depending on how you set it, weekly or monthly, you get that mail highlighting different new opportunities related to what you actually want. So I want to tell everyone right now to try searching for a job just try searching for a job near you. You could do this now, you could do this later, but it's an exercise you would want to try because it's different. A whole lot of people see this and they're like, wow, so I never knew this existed or this was already existing. So you would actually find the Google job search platform right here, which has a different interface. So just search for jobs near you. You must not actually go on and say jobs in Limpopo, jobs in Cape Town, jobs in Johannesburg, Joburg. You could just go in and say jobs near me. But remember, not jobs, because that's too generic. Structure it that way. You're adding location, the industry, the job title. Structure it that way. So Google understands. You want to help the robots to understand what you're actually searching for. So you could save that job posting. So it's not just about finding it. You could save it for later. Oh, maybe you're very busy, or okay, someone calls you, or professor calls you. Oh, we need to get this going as soon as possible. You could just save that job posting, and when you come back to the job search platform on Google, you can find it. Or you set instant daily or weekly job alerts. If you set it at instant, every time there's a new job posting on that or listing on that, you'd get an alert on your Google Mail. But to do this, you must be signed into that browser you're using. If it's Google Go, Google Chrome, or the Google app, you must be signed in with your Google account into that browser. So if you set an instant notification, you get instantly, daily, get every day. If it's weekly update, you get every week. So if you're going to be using job search platforms, other job search platforms like CareerJet, still same process. You just search, you still have the opportunity to filter, browse to different career openings or job openings right there. So CareerJet is a job search platform that is really designed to make the process of finding jobs on the internet very easy. If you're just hearing about this for the first time, you could as well check it out. There's a huge selection of job offerings available in one place right there in CareerJet. So this is one platform you could also want to check out. So you can search, you can filter. Filtering is about adding, okay, I want a company that has maybe 30 employees. I want a big company. I want a company 5-mile radius near me if that option is available. Very, very good to filter if you can. So search, filter, and then browse the different openings you have there. And I did have a question earlier about authenticating job posts. Like I mentioned, Google is working with partners and not just picking up any form of job they're working with actually renowned job platforms right there on this particular job search platform of theirs. But you would also want to make sure you do your own finding, because you might not be using Google. You could be using a different platform, or you could stumble on a job online. I mean, anyway, even on social media. So how do you authenticate job posts? you want to make sure the position, the post you're applying for is legitimate. What you're actually applying for is legitimate. You want to first check for a credible online presence. What's their digital footprint like? Just do a simple Google search and you'll find a whole lot about that company. You could also go on to verify the company's location on Google Map. If they included their location, you could go on Google Map, verify the company location. If there's a street view option there, you use the street view option. See, okay, it might be an area you're familiar with and like, oh, I know this area, I know this place. So always try as much as possible to verify the company's location on Google Map. Then do not apply to an anonymous employer. Someone coming out to say, I'm anonymous. I mean, how do you go to a job interview when the person tells you, or the organization tells you, come here, come here? We've seen a lot of stories in different parts where, a whole lot happens when people are searching for job. Many people just exploit this situation. And, so always make sure you are not applying to an anonymous employer. If they want to give you a job, they should be able to say, okay, yeah, this is XYZ company, and we need this. So you come in, this is our address. Of course, so you can also do your finding about the company. So if possible, check job forums and reference other candidates who have applied. Go on LinkedIn, search for the company. You could have a friend who has a mutual friend or a mutual connection who's working there. See those who are working at the company. Check their digital footprints. Go on there are different forums available, not necessarily even job forums. There are various popular forums available. In West Africa, I think there's one called Nairaland. So you go there, you search for that company, and you find from different people. This is not coming from one source. So this has saved a whole lot of people from applying to jobs that are not really legitimate. So try as much as possible to check job forums and reference other candidates who have applied. Go on, search on Google, go on LinkedIn, find out what the company is. Find out those. You can see that those who are working with the company already. Do not apply to that anonymous employer. Verify the company's location on Google, and always make sure you are checking for a credible online experience. This is very, very key. Job platforms are doing their best to make sure, okay, they are listing this legitimate jobs, but you yourself, you would also want to make sure. I cannot just go on Google and search for this, or maybe go on LinkedIn and I search for this. And because I say, oh, it's out on LinkedIn, and then, yeah, or someone sends you a message on WhatsApp and you're like, yeah, I know the person, and you'd also want to do your best to make sure you authenticate that job post. When it comes to filtering a job opportunity, it's all about finding an opportunity, looking at the job description. This is what we're heading to right now. Looking at the job description and making sure that it aligns with your strength and skills. You do not just wake up and apply for any job. Always look through the job descriptions. List how you are, then you list how you can apply for the job. Of course, job platforms do this. Then they list how you could either click, you can apply. If it's something you found on LinkedIn, you could just apply immediately with your LinkedIn profile, or it takes you to a different platform entirely where you can apply. So, but key takeaway for this is that you need to identify and go through the job description. Make sure it aligns with your skills and strength. And this is what we'll be looking at in the next session. So I'm going to be pausing to see if there are any questions for me. I'm going to be taking that quick pause to see if there are any platform. I see Alu has also been using Twitter. Moffat has been using LinkedIn a whole lot. And Alu also has been using LinkedIn, Pnet, and Indeed. Pnet, super interesting. And Indeed is, as I would always say, Indeed is indeed amazing. So Moffat is saying, job is job. So if you could please help me understand that, Moffat. And if you have more questions on this, please feel free to drop that right on chat. I see a lot is happening on the chat, and you all are doing a great job and also engaging with Emma right there. Please ask your questions. Emma is very, very skilled and well experienced in this field. So feel free. Part of learning, asking questions is a huge part of learning. So if you have any questions, feel free to go right on chat and drop that. We'll be glad to help. So just proceeding to wrapping up with this on the last section, which is how you can actually go through this job description and see that, yes, this aligns with my skill and also my strength. So this is all about understanding job posts. How do you understand different job posts? I would advise you, it's not every post. Yeah, I know job. I've actually job hunted, so I know how it feels. So, but it's not every single post you see you should apply for. And I'll give you one key takeaway. I took a course recently on the Google Career Certification, so about project management. I always love upskilling. So I had a key takeaway from that course, and it goes on to say, I saw people who have landed jobs in Google because the course was taught by Googlers. So So these are established project managers in Google coming on to give career tips and advice. And some of them would mention that even applying for a project management role or even applying to intern with Google on a project management role, they never had that experience, because I know some of you would always refer to experience. Yes, I'm just graduating, I do not have that experience. So what should I list on my profile? You could list informal experiences as well. So it must not be a formal experience, especially if you have the opportunity to even draft a cover letter. You could talk about the time when you moved out. So moving out, I got to realize it's also part of a project. Moving from this hostel, maybe to another hostel, it's a huge project. You move this first, you know what to move next. Organizing events in school, that's a very, very huge project. Organizing this or working on that newsletter with your professor or lecturers, and you have an editorial team, you're having to work with different stakeholders, the printer, that's a huge project you're managing already. So all these could actually come in handy when you're applying for jobs. So while you're creating your job profile, but a lot of people always think, yeah, it has to be related to an official setting where I've worked in this office or in this organization. A lot of things you're doing right now could double as experiences when you are searching for jobs. So look back, reflect. If this is the career you want, you actually, some are saying data analyst, data scientist. It could be that there's something you're doing, maybe even related to your project. You worked on this, or you've done this, or you had this side gig which you did with a friend. And I mean, that's something you could also bring in. Or you helped the school with this, you helped your lecturer with this. That could come in as an experience. So whatever it is you are doing now or you've done, go back, reflect, and see if you could actually leverage that and also highlight it while creating these job profiles. And I hope that was helpful. If it was, please tell me. So moving on to interpreting job descriptions. Now, this is a role. This is an opening. This is just an example right here. Don't worry, I'm not going to read everything out here because I know, time is really, really running fast. So this is a sales executive role at the Workplace Center Limited. And I'll say the Workplace Center Limited is located in Limpopo. So this job was posted on XYZ date, and the Workplace Center Limited is looking to fill the position of a sales executive in Lagos Island. I would use Limpopo right now. Looking to fill the role for a sales executive, maybe I would say in Joburg or wherever, whatever. This is just an example. So the job summary now, they highlighted here that the person is going to market the various loan products of the company and also evaluate and recommend approval of credit loans and application. From this already, I'm already getting to understand the skills that an ideal person for this job should possess. Look at the responsibilities, not going to go through all of them, but I'll just look at the first one, maybe the last one. Identify new prospects and build relationships with them. What's one skill should this person possess? Relationship building? I don't know. Analyze potential loan markets and develop referral networks in order to locate prospects for loans. So this person is going to be analyzing this, analyzing that, looking for potential markets and all, looking for prospects. A whole lot that this person is going to be doing. This person might need to work with spreadsheets as well, build relationships, be good at building relationships. If you're someone who's never had anything to do with, and I'm not referring to maybe a corporate setting now, you must not say, I worked with this, I was doing this, using spreadsheets to analyze data and do this while I was in. It must not be that. You could do a lot of you are doing that in school already. So that's it. Let's look at the skills and strength from this job description. So skills, sales executive, person is going to be marketing the various loan products of the company and also evaluate and recommend approval of loan credit applications. This person is going to be able to build relationship. This is one skill this person should possess. Strength, the person should be able to analyze potential loan markets. So look at this and see, does your skills and strength align with this? If it does, and you apply for that job, chances are high you'll get a foot in the door. Do not see every job post and you just apply. Okay, this is the sales. I think I can do this, and you apply. No. Always make sure you look at the responsibilities, look at the job summary, look at the job title, and see if your skills and strength align with that. Now let's look at Kwame. So Kwame is a sales associate. Kwame is 25, and let's say Kwame is in Lagos or Kwame is in Nairobi. Kwame could be in Limpopo. Kwame could be anywhere this job is being posted or where this particular company is looking for these candidates. Some qualifications Kwame possesses: HND in marketing. Kwame has 2 years sales experience, 2 good years sales experience. Maybe he was doing this while in school, working part-time and all. Kwame's skills, Kwame is very fluent in English and Swahili. all good. Kwame has this very good administrative skill, and Kwame can use Microsoft Office. Remember, going back, I told you this job could actually need someone who's very skilled with spreadsheets and all. You could also highlight that you are good with Google Workspace tools, which is very similar to this and very, very good. When it comes to strength, Kwame has good communication skills. Communication skills would come in handy on Kwame's other skill, which is relationship management. And applying for loan, would someone just come over and meet you and say, hey, James, please apply. Hey, Jessica, I can give you this loan. I mean, when it comes to this kind of job, it's kind of like a B2B at all, and you need to build relationships and even manage those relationships. The Kwame can actually communicate well, can negotiate, because some of these people will tell you, 5% is too much, 10% interest, how about this? There's a whole lot of back and forth. So Kwame is someone who can negotiate, manage relationship, and has good communication skills as well. If I was the hiring manager, I would call Kwame the next day. But immediately, please, can I schedule an interview or a chat with you right now if you're free, or whenever you're free, please let me know. So that's it. Always make sure, look at your skills, look at your strength. Go back today. Look at some jobs would also, especially when you're crafting your cover letter and all, some would ask you to draft or add your weaknesses as well. So you could add that also. But reflect today, look at what skills you have, what are your strengths, and make sure you highlight this, put it down somewhere, and look at this. Try to relate that to job openings you do want to apply for. If it aligns, chances are so high you'd get that call. So looking at searching globally, 52% of the global internet traffic comes from mobile searches. So more people are going to be searching from their mobile phones, which is why Google has a nice interface for jobs, especially when you're using your mobile. So 52% of the global internet traffic comes from mobile searches. And Google is very, very particular about helping. So Google has this Google Go app, which is a faster, lighter way to search. So if you're searching for jobs or anything, you're trying to do that background check on that company, everything you actually need is on this one app. If you do not have it on some phone, it comes in default as a default application. And it really does work with local relevance. So the Google Go app also optimizes and saves up to 40% data for you. Anything that saves data, I mean, it's a plus for me. So anything that will save data, yeah, I'm going to use that. So you can easily switch between languages, Swahili to this, Afrikaans, and also Google Go, faster, lighter way to search. You could want to get that especially, I love this part where it saves data a whole lot. So what you expect to see on the Google Go app, you can see all your interesting apps in one place, or every single interest of yours, you'd have that, especially the ones you do search for every often. And you could also find and share images and GIFs. You could also make Google read it out for you. So Google goes on and reads the whole thing out for you. You could actually include that as well. And also what you expect to see, you could easily access the web with this. It's very, very easy to access different websites with this. You could also switch languages at any time. You could switch languages at any time. From this language, remember I said you can alternate between languages from Swahili to English to French and all. And then you can speak to voice to text or voice to search. Hello, Google, and it does that for you. Whenever I say hello, Google, I always have my mobile device by my side. It just, the assistant just pops up. So just do that, or hey, Google, and that search is happening. So that's it. You just speak and it's done. So that's the Google Go app for you, the faster way to search. And since you're going to be searching for jobs mostly online, Google has that app to help you out. So if you've not downloaded that, you could want to check that out immediately. So whoops, this is bringing me to the final pause for questions. So this is bringing me to the final pause for questions. So any questions? Wow, we can also include informal experience. I really did not know about that, and thank you. So Mofiat, that's something, if that's a key takeaway for you today, I really do like that. You can actually include informal experiences, right? It's not just, if you joined the last session, or you could see if you can also find it, it's still right here on YouTube. I talked a whole lot about that. So you can very much include informal experiences. It mustn't be formal. Taking that career certification by Google, I got to see a lot of Googlers, and I also did some research on this, and I said, yes, this is actually true, especially if you want to intern, or you have relevant experience, something like moving out, planning a wedding, that's even a project. So if that's a project manager role you're applying for, you could highlight that, yes, I moved out, I did this, I organized my brother's wedding, I organized my sister's wedding, my friend's wedding, worked with a whole lot of stakeholders, did this, what we achieved, it was a success at the end of the day. So that's it goes to show you can manage stakeholders, and you can actually, of course, you do have some of the skills when it comes to managing a project. So thank you so much for that and all the contributions, Mufiat. Going to be checking in to see if there are any questions, any other questions. Whoop, I see everything has been really clear. So no questions right now. So if anyone could please help me with a key takeaway from this session today. What's one key takeaway? What's that one thing you are going to be doing differently? Now, this is a question for you. What's your next step? What's that one thing you'll be doing differently? What's your major key takeaway from this session? I think I'll take Mofiat's contribution here as a key takeaway for Mofiat. Mofiat has already mentioned that I never knew informal experiences could also help and double as experiences while applying for jobs. It helps a whole lot. So what's that one key takeaway for you from this session? Are you going to be using the Google search platforms more effectively? Are you going to be structuring your search the right way? Remember to add that location, to add that job title, this description, and also the industry and sector. So are you going to be doing that? What's that one thing you'll be doing differently? And we're not just going to leave you hanging right here. We also have a free learning portal for you. So you head over to the link Emma is sharing right now, or Emma just shared on the live chat, learndigital.google.com/digital-skills/courses. There are lots and lots and lots of free courses by Google right there to help you upskill, find that ideal job of yours, or even lots of courses right there. Even if you're trying to gain a new skill, you can as well go there, and all these courses are free and well delivered from beginner level to, just it starts from the scratch. So if you're new to any of those skills or you want to learn them, any skill you find there, the course is starting right from scratch. So you head over to the learning portal and make sure you take those courses to upskill yourself. So also would love you to follow us on social media. On Facebook, we're at Digital Skills for Africa. Digital Skills 4. That's 4. Number 4. On the Twitter, we are Digital Skills AF, and also on Instagram, same Digital Skills AF. So we'd love to hear from you. You could tweet at us, tell us how the session worked, tell us one key takeaway you had from the session, or just follow us. You'll be getting updates, tips, and all when it comes to new skills, careers, new sessions. When next we're going live, you'll find that right there. So please follow us on social media, and it's really been an amazing time with you all today. I really did like the engagement right here on the chat. Thank you for contributing, and thank you for staying out to this very point in time. And I hope to see you. We're having another session right there on Monday, and on that we'll be talking about navigating the world of work. This will be happening on the 26th of July, which is Monday, same time. So please spread the word. Come back on Monday. Let's talk about navigating the world of work. And like I mentioned, this presentation, the training today, the session is in partnership with Univen, the University of Venda, which is a public institution based on Toho Yando in the Limpopo province. Super excited to be partnering with them today. And you all are the MVPs. You all are amazing. Thank you so much for showing up today. And from me, it's that wrap. Thank you. I hope to see you, every one of you, on Monday. So you do enjoy the rest of your day and stay warm. It's really cold out there, so stay warm. So thank you, and all the best. Catch you on Monday. So take care. Bye from myself, Emma, and also Glenn was on behind the scenes. So thanks, and catch you later. Bye.